Ki Tetze, when you go out. Devarim, Deuteronomy 21:10 to 25:19. Haftarah, Yeshayahu, Isaiah 52:13 to 54:10. Brit Hadashah, suggested readings, Mark 10:2 to 12:27. Luke 20:27 to 38. Ki tetze lemilchama al ayavecha, unatano ADONAI Elohecha beyadecha, beshavit shevio. When you go out to war against your enemies, and ADONAI your God hands them over to you, and you take prisoners. In Deuteronomy it says, "But you are not to detest an Edomi, because he is your brother, and you are not to detest an Egyptian, because you lived as a foreigner in his land." An Edomi, or Edomite in English, is a descendant of Esau, the brother of Jacob. And so when the Israelites passed through their land, they gave their cousins food and water. The name can mean hair, and the name is also in Hebrew red. The Holy Scriptures poetically focus on the color red when talking about Esau. Esau was connected to red things. His red complexion, red at birth, Bereshit 25:25. Red stew, Bereshit 25:29 to 30. And red country, Bereshit 32:3. Tradition is that land was given to them by ADONAI. Even the Egyptians were allowed to keep their land because they were not always unkind to Israel. And when the Israelites came to Egypt, things were better for them at first. We can learn from this to appreciate those who help us and our obligation to help others in need. Today, many people do not treat newcomers or foreigners in their country with kindness. We might consider this lesson from Holy Scriptures as an example of righteousness. There are many refugees today, and they can be beneficial to a country as well as is the mitzvah of helping them to our human soul. This is meant only as a general rule of thumb, no doubt with some exceptions. Haftarah. Are we, the children of Israel, better than those of the Edomi? Yeshayahu, Isaiah says in this prophetic scripture, "We all, like sheep, went astray. We turned each one to his own way. Yet ADONAI laid on him the guilt of all of us. Though mistreated, he was submissive. He did not open his mouth. Like a lamb led to be slaughtered, like a sheep silent before its shearers, he did not open his mouth." Yet ADONAI sent his love and did more than did the Israelites for the Edomi. It sounds to me like this is about Messiah Yeshua. Yeshayahu goes on to say, "After this ordeal, we will see satisfaction by his knowing pain and sacrifice. My righteous servant makes many righteous, for it is for their sins that he suffers. Therefore I will assign him a share with the great. He will divide the spoil with the mighty, for having exposed himself to death and being counted among the sinners, while actually bearing the sin of many and interceding for the offenders." Brit Hadashah, New Testament. They said, Moshe allowed a man to hand his wife a get and divorce her. Deuteronomy 24:1. But Yeshua said to them, He wrote this commandment for you because of your hard-heartedness. I feel that while it is better not to divorce, we cannot point fingers at one another because no one is perfect. Even when we try, the world is imperfect. Almost all we do can be disobedient, leaving us to do only what causes the least sin and promotes the most good. There is too much focus on marriage in this world, as Yeshua Jesus said. But even Moshe showed that the dead are raised. For in the passage about the bush, he calls ADONAI the God of Abraham, the God of Yitzchak, and the God of Yaakov. Now he is not God of the dead, but of the living. To him all are alive. We should focus on the world to come, where there is no adultery or marriage, and all live forever. Our motive should be to do no harm to one another, for our time in this world is short compared to eternity. The descendants of the Edomites did not focus on the argument between Jacob and Esau, but they thought of Israel as family. The natural consequence of that was kindness by Israel at the command of Joshua, following the instructions of Moshe from Adonai. Yeshua reminded us that our focus should be on the world to come. Don't judge, just love and forgive. Conclusions. After learning about consequences and the benefits of obedience, Israel continued to grow and develop by the grace of Adonai. From these events today, we can learn also to remember our friends and forgive our enemies. The love we show to others can return to us as a natural consequence and as a result sometimes of obedience to Adonai, who wants the best for us. While we can also expect mercy and redemption from Adonai, we should remember to show with our actions our faith in what Adonai has shown to us and taught us with divine instructions. Even when we do not apply instructions with wisdom, Adonai sends His Spirit to help us understand, just as He sent Messiah to instruct us and model His chesed, unconditional mercy. Have a blessed Shabbat, and in this season approaching Yom Kippur, show others mercy and forgive those who express their confessions to us in the coming good weeks.